Hi, my name is Karishma Chabria. I am 35 years old. I am from Mumbai, completely born and brought up a Mumbaikar by heart and by soul. So, if I have to give you 3-4 lines of my description, I am a woman with many dreams, many ambitions. I love working hard on my dreams and my passion. I do a lot of things. So, I am a corporate trainer, I'm a model, I'm a blogger, I'm a writer, I have my own training company, I'm also an international public speaker. I won Mrs. India in 2017, then Lady of Brilliancy India in 2018, and then I represented India internationally in 2018. And since then, I've been a pageant coach and have my own pageant coaching academy called Get Crowned. So that is a little bit about me. I live in Mumbai with my family. I have a 12-year-old son, one husband. That's about it. So I'm going to move on to the questions for the audition for the Myntra fashion influencer. Very excited for the concept of the show. One good quality that you get praised for, I get praised for the empathy that I have and for the honesty that I have. So those are a few good qualities that I take pride in and I also get praised for. My biggest achievement has been winning Mrs. India at an international level and then representing India internationally. So I was called India for 10 straight days. They didn't even know my name. So that was a very good feeling, and I think every time I think about it, it just gives me butterflies. My biggest fear, so fear for me is fake evidence appearing real. And my biggest fear is that I will not be as motivated as I am today, so I continue keeping myself highly motivated. High time and low time, I think all of us have gone through so many highs and lows in our lives. But yeah, low time was, when I lost my parent, my dad, and then I lost my in-law. So those were some key low times that I remember. My high time was, of course, I see a lot of high times. So, from the time I have won Mrs. India, my journey has been upscale and upwards. So it's been extremely satisfying and interesting. One thing you can't live with, I cannot live with dishonesty and deceit. I hate people who lie. I don't understand why you need to lie, and I prefer being more real, more authentic, and that's how I prefer all my relationships to be. So that's a little bit about me. Moving on to the next question. The next question is, why do I want to come on this show? So I read about this through one of my friends, and I think it's a very, very interesting concept, and makes fashion so accessible to the youth today, to the people today. So I love the concept of the show, and I think I can really come. One, I can also add a lot of value to this show because I've been in the fashion industry for so long, and I also think I can learn a lot from here. So both ways. Fashion means to me, what does fashion mean to me? So fashion to me is one being able to carry themselves off every time. A fashion person who is interested in fashion, who loves fashion, is not somebody who just follows trends blindly but creates their own trends. So they are mainly trend setters and not herd followers. OOTD from last week, my whole last week has gone into pageant coaching. So I was in my gowns and my dresses, and that was my OOTD all of last week. What am I wearing right now? So today, first of all, is Ganesh Chaturthi, and what am I wearing? I'm wearing ethnic today, which is something I love, but I don't really like wearing only ethnic, so I like to mix it up with something. So today I'm wearing an ivory color dhoti with a red color shirt, and I have some interesting accessories donned up on me. So I made it like an Indo-Western texture. I'm wearing a pleated ivory dhoti, which I will show you shortly. Okay. What am I wearing right now is what I've already mentioned. Why do I want to be an influencer? What will I get? So I think I'm already an influencer because as for me, an influencer is somebody who doesn't really influence actions, but first of all influences thoughts and mindset. And I think I'm so honest with my work and whatever I share and whatever I say that I automatically become an influencer. And I think just having the name influencer again would give me a lot of duties and responsibilities, and I would love to be a part of the industry. Who's an ideal influencer as per you? So for me, an ideal influencer is somebody who doesn't call themselves an influencer but yet influences people. So for me, I love Kareena Kapoor and her style, and I'm very influenced by the way she carries herself. I think it's great. and that according to me is an ideal influencer because she doesn't need to say she's an influencer, she just manages to influence everyone. So what if I get offered a big brand and low products? Now that is a complete no-no, because I would first like to protect my brand and not give false reviews about the biggest brands possible and lure people or mislead them. So no, that is really not my idea of earning or making money. I want to make some honest money. Yes, I do. I love making money, but at the same time I want it to be as honest as possible. Moving on to the next question. Current influencer community views. So the current influencer community I think is really cool. They are bringing in a lot of products, they are bringing in a lot of information, and I'm loving it. You know, the whole information that's coming for different kinds of brands, and people who are doing it are ambassadors who are not a certain actor, celebrity or a model. So that's really amazing, and that's why I love the community so much, because it gives so many opportunities to people. How much access would I give the audience? I think I would give the access to audience to quite a large extent, because you know, it's their right to know everything they need to know about the brand, but at the same time the access should only be as much as also what the brand needs. So it will have to be, you know, a walk together. That's my idea of working with the audience, but like I said, has to be honest, has to be to the mark. Collaboration or competition, why? So I love some healthy competition. I completely believe that if you are in a room where you are the best, you're in the wrong room. So some healthy competition always makes you learn a lot, teaches you a lot. And frankly, there is nothing better than collaboration, because nobody is going to walk the street alone anymore. And the more you can collaborate with people and then get into competition, now that is interesting. So collaboration and competition, absolute thumbs up for both of them. Views on the fashion industry being female dominant. I don't think fashion industry is female dominant. I think the fashion industry is full of all kinds of gender, and that's the best part about the fashion industry, because everybody comes in with their individual style. If you ask me, yes, the customer base could be female dominant, because if I have to ask myself on where my entire bank balance of the last year went. Wait, it's in my wardrobe. It's all in my clothes and my shoes and my bags, so, and my accessories. So yeah, it's female dominant where customers are concerned, but when it comes to fashion stylist, no, I don't think it is fashion dominant, female dominant, sorry. Difference between an Instagram model and an influencer. So to be a model, one has to be of the perfect height, perfect weight, perfect body, perfect everything. That's when you're a model. But to become an influencer, you don't need a perfect body, height, weight, nothing. All you need is to have fans. All you need is to have people who follow you, and at the same time someone who can be trusted, someone who knows what they are talking about and are not there to mislead people. So that's my idea of becoming an Instagram influencer, and I'm completely looking forward to joining hands with Myntra on the show and doing some great work. See you guys. I'm going to put in my pictures after this for you to see what I'm really wearing. Okay? Bye bye.